Hello and welcome, DPL fans. We're here with Khaz versus Sharky and Oras for this week 2 of DPL. Let's hop right into it because we only have a little bit of time before the game starts. So, what do you think of the matchup here? So the big things on Khaz's team are the Manaphy, Latios, Mega Scizor, right?
Yeah, Manaphy kind of looks pretty
Manaphy
good.
looks sinister. Maybe
Yeah,
Wakanberry for the Raikou would be good, although it can kind of volt around. Would you run...
yeah.
What's the Raikou set you'd run versus this? Definitely
Mm,
T-Bolt.
yeah,
Uh,
people maybe
HP
maybe
Fire
you
or
go
Grass? Depends on what you want
yeah,
to hit.
it's a tough choice. Like the Latias doesn't have I mean not Latias. Raikou doesn't have like the greatest matchup. I feel like it needs a lot of moves.
Yeah, I don't know. You need like 3 different hidden power typings, I feel like.
Yeah,
It's kind of sus. You could maybe bring Snarl to cover Latios. Does it get that this gen? That seems pretty bad though. I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
seems like a bad move.
Raikou definitely has to pick what it's going to get walled by this game. Let's look at Mienshao. If the Dusclops isn't there, it's a big threat. If the Dusclops is there, still a big threat.
Yeah, it could like knock off and you turn a
It's
really good
faster than
move.
everything except Lopunny and Raikou.
Yeah,
I guess the Nidoking can give it trouble, but I don't know. Seems like a big threat. Latios, there's a Jirachi, so it's pretty good for Sharky. Let's look at Lop. The Lop matchup looks pretty dire. There's Granbull, Swampert, even Mega Scizor.
there. Yeah.
Hydreigon, probably the biggest threat we've seen so far, honestly. Hydreigon looks really good. I wonder if it would be AV Mienshao to switch in on Draco or something like that.
That would make a ton of sense because like
Because
AV regen.
your Granbull really
Yeah,
wants to be Fizz-Def in this matchup, I think.
yeah, for the low punny, I think AV would make a ton of sense. Like, what's
Yeah,
Hydra gonna be? Like,
maybe
I would get Life Orb or E Belt.
maybe you run Spidef Granbull if you want to run Helmet Swampert for the Lopunny and approach it that way. That doesn't even seem too bad.
Mienshao would also help with like with the Raikou too. So I really could see AB. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the Raikou isn't really a big deal though, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
It's
like,
mostly the Hydreigon Nidoking that you're like kind of pivoting in on. Nidoking less so, I think. Let's see. Nidoking itself, it's kind of a little
Diggersby looks
slow.
pretty strong too.
Yeah, Diggersby can definitely EQ a lot. The
Yeah.
only ground resist is Hydreigon and Quilladin, and you don't really want to be risking your Hydreigon like that when it's so good, right?
Yeah, both of them get hit by like return,
U-turn.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
too.
U-turn knockoff.
I could definitely see a Scarf Diggersby coming this week.
Scarf makes sense, like agility even makes
Ooh,
sense.
Agility is pretty cool. Maybe Choppleberry? Chopple Agility?
Yeah,
I don't know though. I feel like that's never gonna... Like, you're never gonna check Blastoise in range plus everything else, right?
maybe like it. Yeah, he could
Kinda
use
does
it as
kill.
a scarf here.
Does kill a
But
lot. I think Scarf's most likely.
yeah,
I think it's faster than Mega Lopunny with Scarf.
I'm
It should
pretty
be.
sure it is.
Yeah. You just need Jolly, I think.
Yeah,
Latios, yeah. It's good if
it's
Jirachi can get...
okay. Yeah, like if you chip it enough.
Yeah.
But like you only really use Jirachi for Latios, right? Here, so it probably won't get that chip.
Yeah, but then like you can also... Maybe, maybe that gives a free Diggersby and you don't like that if you're
Yeah,
Sharky.
that's true. Hmm.
I guess you would U-turn on it. Maybe... they ran Assault Vest Jirachi last week, I think. Or was that someone else?
That was him.
So it
Yeah.
could be that to take the Lottie hits, and then you can run maybe like Grass Knot, T-Bolts, HP Fire, U-turn? Maybe
Hmm.
like full coverage, trying to snipe the Swampert, the Diggersby, Manaphy, everything like that.
Yeah,
AV also makes sense into the Manaphy. So I don't
that's
know.
true. Yeah, I definitely think Energy Ball is coming because Swampert, Manaphy, even Diggersby.
Yeah. Grass coverage is pretty strong into that. I would have to give the overall advantage to Khaz, though, I think. He has
Yeah, I
way more
agree.
threats. And, like, he can contain Sharky's threats a bit easier, it feels like. But we'll have to see, honestly. Because the Hydreigon could definitely get out of hand.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll bring Quilladin like for Hazard's pressure, because I think that could definitely get Khaz a
That could
ton
be
of
good.
trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even like
Spikes.
Fortune Defog is, or Rapid Spin is good.
He doesn't have a
Wait,
spinner.
there's no Rapid Spinner. I was looking at Blastoise and then Swampert and
Yeah, okay.
got them confused for a second.
Alright. What else can we say here? The Blastoise itself, it's okay, you know? It's not going to do any damage back,
Yeah.
but it's going to at least stop the Diggersby from winning. At least initially. Scald Burns are nice to fish into Scizor and Granbull as well. So, like, it's probably coming, but I don't see it getting too much meaningful damage off. I don't know,
It
though.
just does what you expect. It's just
It is Aura
Bat.
Scald.
Gold, yeah, Rapid Spin.
Yeah, you probably bring Toxic as well. The only Toxic immune is Scizor, which is not switching into Blastoise, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was one game a while back where I used Scizor as my, like, Scald switch in, and I just didn't care if it got burned, because everything else on my team didn't want to take a Scald. But in this case, I feel like you have other options.
Yeah, like Latios, Manaphy, like Swampert. If it's just the Def Granbull with maybe Heal Bell, it's better.
Yeah, then maybe you don't care as much. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Is Rotom Fan coming, you think?
Probably
Seems
not. Like, I don't think it's
bad.
bad, but I think there's like better mons he can bring.
I think it's just a little bit too slow and like a little bit too weak. Raiku's gonna give it trouble, although I don't even know if Raikou comes, honestly. Because, like, what do you even bring on Raikou? Toxic Protect? Like,
Toxic,
maybe Toxic Protect, T-Bolt.
Hidden Power Grass?
T-Bolt and Fire.
Yeah, I guess that would help a bit with
you Toxic Protect into Pert. You HP Fire into Sizz. Toxic Protect into Lottie. And then T-Bolt is for Manaphy and just general damage. I don't hate that set, although it is like perma-walled by Swampert and Diggersby and Latios, so like you'd have to like stick around for a while for that to work. I don't know. What other Raikou would you bring? Maybe CM has a potential? CM HP
with
Grass?
Like CM Thunderbolt HP Grass Shadow Ball seems okay. I guess.
I could see it.
But like if Diggersby Scarfed, like that checks it pretty well.
Yeah. That does seem like a pretty decent set though. T-Bolt, Grass, Shadow Ball. That could work.
If things are chipped down, it can definitely do some work.
Yeah, that also fits Calm Mind on there, just in case everything's chipped. It is faster than literally everything on the field, so I could definitely see that CM Raikou set doing something.
Yeah, Khaz's game is kind of slow. Like Latios, the fastest mon.
Yeah.
And Sharky has 2 mons to outspeed him.
Scarf Diggersby is like definitely likely. You need at least a Scarfer, right? For Mega Lopunny?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. Anyways, looks like in usual fashion, Sharky is running a little bit late. So we're going to go ahead and pause the recording until the game starts. Alright, and we're back. The Quilladin does make an appearance.
Yeah, I kind of figured like he would use Hazard pressure this game. Oh, no Mega Scissor.
No Sizz is kind of wild.
Yeah, he brought the Diggersby though.
What else didn't come?
The Rotom Fan, obviously.
Yeah. And on the other side, it was...
The Dutch Clock didn't come.
Dusclops and who?
What else didn't come? Oh, Blastoise, right?
Oh, Blastoise, yeah. Big EQ on the Jirachi. Keeping the spikes off. So
Yeah,
EQ, Defog, Draco Roost? Makes sense.
yeah.
Rikuzen, Mienshao,
Electric
AV?
Shadow Ball.
AV? Oh, it is Toxic.
Toxic.
So it's the
Okay.
Toxic set that I said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toxic Tect. Wow, I'm so good.
And I guess the other two moves are Hidden Power and
Oh,
Thunderbolt.
Scarf Mienshao or really slow Raikou?
Yeah,
Another Toxic
got
on
the
the
Toxic.
Swampert. That's really huge. Now you go Quilladin to match hazards, right? Yeah.
Yep. Would you Leech Seed here if you had it on
No, I'm
Quilladin, or
clicking
would you get a
spikes every
Spike?
time.
Okay.
Every single time I'm clicking spikes. Because you can't let the hazard game get away from you in Oras, especially.
Yeah.
Why did Mienshao switch
Mienshao.
into Quilladin?
I
Riding a
don't
knock?
know. Yeah, I guess so. Nido
Fizz
King
Stuff Nido? Yeah, it's Helmet.
with the helmet,
Okay, so
and Latios is back in.
yeah, this is danger now because Jirachi already took a hit. I feel like you might just bank on no Psychic and stay in, maybe. But like, sacking this
Like,
is like really bad versus the Mienshao, right?
could you just go Quilladin? Maybe?
Maybe, but Draco does a lot, right? And like,
Yeah,
Draco's what he's gonna click here.
yeah. Quilladin. Okay.
Oh, you Earthquaked.
Earthquake.
Very cringe. Should've Draco'd. Super
Super
Fang, keeping it
Fang.
low. You can roost until Super
Roar.
Fang misses, yeah, or something else happens. The mana in is pretty nice for Sharky.
Yeah. It's not leftover, so it might be a berry. Maybe it's Wakan.
I think Wakan is most likely because the Raiku's the biggest threat to it, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna be like Sub-Salic or something, right?
Yeah.
Discharge. That does look AV Mienshao, actually.
Yeah.
So just slow Raikou.
It must be like near. It must be faster than Hydra, the Mienshao, and Raikou just like very minimally speed invested.
The Raikou probably only cares about the mana fee, right?
Yeah.
But the Mienshao cares about the Jirachi. So it might be a speed tie at 330. Who knows?
It could be.
Alright, Latios back in. This should be a KO if he's Draco Meteor. But I don't know. Kinda
He
got...
didn't click it last time, so he might not have it.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't Draco here if you have it. It looks really free.
If he doesn't have it, he's kind of walled by Hydra. Okay, he does
Yeah.
have it.
Why didn't you do that last time, bro? Anyways, you just Draco again.
Yeah. Because, like, what can he do? You know,
Yeah.
go
Jirachi can't
Jirachi
pivot in
and
because you have
die.
EQ.
Yeah. And maybe you could go up, but, like, I don't think you want that to take a hit here. Once this Quilladin dies, I think, like, you know, Latios is more free to defog because, like, you have your rocks and they don't have spikes anymore.
I don't even know if you need to defog, honestly, because when the Latios is in, Draco's always a free kill from this point
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
he
low
did
putty
pivot to Lati, or low punny. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't do very much. This is bulky Lottie, I think.
Yeah. Big Rob.
Helmet, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And now you just EQ, right? Yeah, good EQ. Maybe mattered. It was Fizz Stuff Nidoking with Helmet.
Yeah.
But Grandpa's not weak. I don't know. I'm not gonna calc it, but yeah. EQ is a pretty free click because you can't stay in, and then like, what are you gonna do? Go Hydreigon?
Scarf Digger's be looking really nice now.
Really
for
sinister,
Khaz.
yeah. You can just spam return.
Yeah.
Return kills like 4 mons.
And Jirachi is weak. It might be the AV set that you suggested.
It could be. It could also be rocks, but rocks are probably on Nidoking.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Cause it's good
You
set.
might see a wish here. Okay, you just attacked. And now EQ incoming. Honestly, I feel like you have to go Hydreigon and bluff the Scarf, right? Even if you're not
Would
Scarf.
you Draco with the Latios here? Because,
No,
like,
absolutely not.
really? Okay.
Khaz is in the front so much here, he can afford to play safe, and it's fine. Sharky has to
Yeah.
make like really hard reads and like potentially bluff Scarf Hydreigon just to like get out of this alive. It's probably gonna
I
be a
really
Quilladin
don't
sack.
think it's Scarf Hydra, though. I just feel like Scarf gets shut down really easily. But
It
I
could
think you do have to bluff it.
it could be because it gives you something faster than Scarf Diggersby, Latios, and another Manaphy check. So like I could see Scarf on it pretty easily. The only issue is like it's kind of annoying to click a move into Granbull,
Yeah.
but the Granbull is pressured to be Fizz Def by the Lopunny, so it's not even that bad, right?
Yeah, that's true. And it's also pretty weakened now. It'll be, what, at like 44 when it comes back in?
Yeah, 45, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Quilladin
should
sack
stack Quilladin
on the EQ makes
or
sense.
break.
Yeah, but you go Hydreigon anyways. Like, I feel like you had to
Yeah.
go Hydreigon there, save the sack, because the sacks are really important here.
Alright, we're
Ooh,
just
Dark
gonna...
Pulse doesn't even 2-hit KO the Swampert.
Hmm.
So you either have to
Could be a
reveal,
roll.
you have to reveal non-choice Draco, or you have to switch out of here, man. Because Hydreigon's like one of the last win cons you have, right?
Yeah.
And
What do
even
you
then,
even switch into?
I don't know, man. It's looking really sinister. Do you just go for the flinch or roll?
You might have to, because, okay,
Ooh,
Manaphy.
I really don't like the Manaphy play there. I don't know what that accomplishes. Maybe it's Dazzling Gleam, and he always lives 2
Yeah.
Dark Pulses, but
Why wouldn't he just go into that search then instead of letting the Swampert taking a hit? That's an interesting play.
I don't know about that one. Do you stay in with the Hydreigon here? I feel like you
I
don't.
Yeah, I feel like you could go into like Jirachi. I think it's AB at this point.
Jirachi
even
or Raikou,
Yeah.
or you just go Lop and say it's never going to do anything this game, but I feel like that's probably not true. Granbull's really low. So maybe
Yeah, it
Raikou is the
should be
play
able to get
here?
a
Can
kill.
it take a Scald? Yeah, it can take a Scald from here. So
The
maybe
last one
Raikou's
did
the
like,
play.
what, 26 to it? So yeah, you could
Yeah,
probably
super fat
safely go
Raikou.
Raikou.
Yeah, I want to see a Raikou here on Dazzling Gleam. That's the way Sharky stays in this one.
Light screen. Oh, so maybe it's light play on Manaphy.
Or it could be.
Diggersby. Oh, this is gonna be agility.
You got the Toxic on it. That's really good.
Yeah, that is big.
I feel like Diggersby can be any set here. Looking
What
like
do you
maybe
do if you're Sharky?
a Protect and a Jirachi sack and a Fake Out is enough.
Maybe.
I mean, you just gotta hope for it, right? It should be, right? That's
Yeah.
a lot of turns of Toxic.
Okay,
Agility?
I think he's going
Okay,
for
Sword
what you
Stance.
wanted to do. Sword Stance.
Same thing. It's gonna Quick Attack.
Yeah.
Ooh. The Jirachi on the Quick Attack is pretty nice. Because you get 2 turns of Toxic. Now you don't even have to go Lopunny, right? You can go Protect Raikou. He decides to go Lopunny
like-
anyways.
I
Fair
thought
enough.
the Diggersby was gonna do more, but
Wait, so is it Scarf Mienshao or no?
it might be.
I don't know, man. Maybe Raikou's like adamant nature and that's why I did so little to Mienshao. But I saw that damage and I thought AV for sure.
Yeah.
Now I'm second guessing. I guess he wanted to scout the quick attack and get more helmet, which makes
Yeah.
sense, as well as getting regen. So he gets a lot out of that turn, and now Granbull's in position to claim with play rough, right?
Yeah, player F gets the kill probably, or he could even rest.
Yeah, I don't know if he rests though. I feel like he just play rough here, because if Lopunny switches out, Rocks plus helmet will kill it, and if it stays
Would
in,
Iron Tail kill
you're
if
chilling.
Lopunny had that?
It would, but then you'd be like, what? Fake out, quick attack, return Iron Tail into a Mega Scizor? Does not make
Oh
sense.
yeah, that's not a set. I think like Sharky has to go for the crit, maybe.
Yeah, I think you have to return here and hope it kills miraculously.
But I definitely now think that me and Shell is scarfed. since Diggersby wasn't, I think you really want one for the low
Yeah.
bunny.
We'll have to see, honestly, because the Raikou kind of low-key walls everything except for the Swampert and Mienshao.
Yeah, and the Swampert is really low and toxic.
Okay, it calls the EQ, gets it very wrong, or he just wants to save the Lopunny in case Khaz sacks the Granbull, but I was gonna say he should never sack the Granbull there because Helmet Chip after Rocks kills Lopunny guaranteed.
I don't know if second Hydra would play. I don't know. It's a tough end.
It depends on the
Sharky.
sets for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we're faster than it's Lumberry. Okay. So this is the win anyways. Yeah.
Yep.
I assume anyways. Do you have another helmet on Swampert? I'm guessing not, because he didn't go to it there. Mienshao Scarf? Oh. I guess he's in range of Quick Attack still?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't, no.
I don't think he would Scarf, because Scarf Drain Punch doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
I mean, he could have calced it with the discharge onto Mienshao, right? So maybe he knows better than we do.
That's true. And I project that. Yeah, I really.
Yeah.
Maybe did Mienshao live a return from that range though?
There's no way. Quick Attack's doing 40, and then Manaphy dies. I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, I think like if you were Sharky, you had to go for the return because Quick Attack was never killing.
Quick Attack crit doesn't kill, so you may as well bank on it not being Scarf, right?
Yeah, I think you had to play for it like that.
That was like really not great from Sharky at the end, but Khaz came out with the win, you know? Good for him.
Yeah, good for Khaz. I think he brought like a really cool Latios set. Like,
that Latios was really, really great this matchup. The Diggersby, I feel like definitely could have been Scarf. SD seemed like a little bit of a reach.
I'm kind of surprised Khaz didn't have a Scarfer like at all.
Yeah, I guess he's just banking on Granbull to beat the Lopunny always, and it should have.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have sacked it to Raikou. I don't know why he did that.
I think if he had rest, I think he should have clicked that on the turn that Sharky sacked the Hydra.
No, I think playoff was fine there. It's just when the Raikou comes in after, you definitely save the Granbull for the helmet hit on Lopunny because it was at 20%, so after rocks you die to a helmet, and there's literally no way that Lopunny can reverse sweep you if you just save Granbull that turn. And it's not like you have like no sacks or anything. You have a useless Manaphy, just go to it. Sack it off to the Raikou, go Latios and EQ. 100% win path.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't do that.
Yeah, you're right. Like both of them kind of played the end game kind of weirdly.
Yeah, so a little bit of a double silly goose moment, but Khaz won. That's it for the video. Probably gonna catch a few other games this week, so look out for those.
Bye bye.